So Ryan, you sort of mentioned already the sense of both you've all mentioned sort of the sense of community here and collaborating, and I wanted to talk specifically about the three of you sort of meeting and beyond that, kind of starting to work together and play music together, and you all are in Chapel Hill part of something bigger than that. Play with like 20 folks around here that you guys all play with pretty consistently. So, tell me about that. Starting when the three of you first sit down to play together.
Problem is, we probably don't remember.
Was it just kind of an informal thing, like let's just play and from there?
Ryan?
The first time we played together was probably, when's the first show I played with you guys? Did I play your CD release show? Was that the first one?
Yeah, your CD release show.
But I'm sure there were plenty of nights like,
we shut down.
there's a lot of, yeah.
Well,
We get together pretty often and just as a group of friends without any shows or anything and just play at each other's houses.
Sure.
So that was probably something like that, and it was just fun because you never really know how they're going to end up. It's not always just, when we first started playing together in that, in a room, we try and we play each other's songs and stuff like that, and then lately it's been going a little further out there where we just have these really crazy jams where everyone's got like violin bows on wine glasses with water. To where it's fun to just be like a kid with noise again. I guess that's kind of how we play a lot, but then also show each other new songs whenever we have them. Andrew always has new songs.
And it usually ends up being somewhat of kind of a noise jam because a few people will get together and we'll have instruments at our house, but then a lot more people will show up than we have instruments to go with them.
Yeah.
So we'll be playing, brushes on the coffee table, and it's just really.
And we generally try to play instruments we don't actually know how to play.
Yeah, to make each other feel
I play guitar very rarely in those circumstances.
He plays fiddle and I play guitar.
But
I usually play wine glass.
Sure. But yeah, as an instrument as well. Yeah. But I don't know. I guess it's as easy as not really. We are all really busy because there is such a wide community that it's as easy as when you don't have something to do on a night, try to do it just for fun and just be like, you want to come to our house and walk right over there.
Yeah.
I think it makes it fun too. Recently we've started playing with James Wallace and Jeff Crawford playing drums and bass, and it's fun that we often have those kind of laid back jams where we're not really working on songs, we're just having fun with music together, so that then when we go to have real practice or rehearsal or whatever, there's definitely that we know how to sort of play together, and it's not all work. It's like more fun. We incorporate the playing with the.
I would say one thing I think that's kind of unique, or at least for me, that is different about at least the community that would be probably more seen as, I don't know, songwriter and or group jam thing around here is if you're there, it makes you a lot better because they'll just be like, all right, take a solo, and you're like, I don't really even know how to play. But it's like, it doesn't matter is the thing. So that's something that's different about here than anywhere I've gone most places, is it doesn't matter what you're holding, it's like, and then once you suck at it really bad, then you're better at it the next time, so I don't know, that definitely happens a lot here.
I think too with traveling we've met a lot of awesome people and gotten to jam with a lot of people in really cool different places, but a lot of times it's sort of the opposite. We'll sit down with people who we know are musicians and say, well, what's a tune? Let's just jam on a tune. And some people are like, oh, I don't really know any tunes other than my own, or I don't know how to jam on a tune. And it's I think we're kind of spoiled in that sense here because everyone's just sort of in that mindset.
Sure. So are there songs that you guys play consistently besides each other's? Like, is there a set stance that I guess a cover song that everyone just kind of goes off on?
I guess kind of like the occasional Buddy Holly tune or something like that. Like easy progressions that everybody can kind of just fall in on.
Or like Bob Dylan or Neil Young, things that everyone knows.
Sure.
Last time we did All Apologies. That was awesome.
That's nice. The those jams, I mean, it seems to be what you guys are saying, that they're as much about a sense of camaraderie as they are collaboration, or as like advancing sort of the way you play or the way you write. It's also just about like having fun and getting to know people as players, so maybe in the future you could play together. Is that how you met James and Jeff? Had y'all played together in those circumstances first?
Yeah, I think we met them, you know, through, I guess, because they both play with Ryan, and then they play with a lot of other bands too. And we started, we did a little bit of recording with Jeff because he has a studio, and then just all those connections. You know, the more you see each other, the more you have the opportunity to play together, and then we found out we were all interested in playing together. So it just kind of happens.
Was it fairly easy? I mean, that transition. I mean, you two have been a duo for so long. To go to that state, how was it?
So, I mean, yeah, it was pretty easy. I mean, those guys are like, they're able to blend really well with whatever we were doing, so that makes it easy. Like James, who for all of you that don't know who James is, he's a really good drummer and pianist around town, and he's the only drummer I've ever met that actually plays off lyrics. He'll like when there's a pause coming up, he'll say, "Hey, what was that word right there?" So like, it makes it easy for us because we've got guys playing with us that are paying just as much attention to the tune as we are, instead of just what they're playing all the time. So that makes it easy.
And when you started smiling when I asked that question, is your answer a little different or not?
No, it's the same. It's been really awesome playing with the rhythm section, and we love it. And those guys are super easy to work with. And I think adding anyone into what we've been doing for the last year, which is just the two of us, and it's just so easy for us to communicate with each other. So then when it's just the two of us, and then we go to a show and there's people behind me and we're all trying to communicate. So I think it's just been more of a challenge to with adding more people, but as far as the way their music fits in with ours, it's been a total breeze.
All right, you first came to Emily and Andrew as kind of fans of their music, asking them to play one of your shows. What did you first hear in their songs that made sense to you?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think that I think it was just that it was these songs that sounded really good as a duo, and they were just, I don't know, attracted me in a strange way. I don't know where the first time I saw them was, or anything like that, but I just liked it, I guess, and figured, like if I'm playing any shows that I'm booking at least or in charge of in any small way, I'll try to make sure it's only people I really want, like other people to see, or people that I believe in. So I'd never really seen a show of theirs. I'm not sure, but I had seen them play, which they were playing plenty of shows, but
No, you two. Yeah. When did you first hear Ryan's songs, and what was the appeal there for y'all?
Well, actually, one of the first dates that Emily and I went on, we're supposed to be ambiguous about all that, I suppose, but this is a discussion, so we can be out in the open. So one of the first shows we actually went to see was at the 506, and Box Bomb was playing, and we just danced all night and had a great time, like listening to Ryan. And then when he asked us to do his release show, that was the first time we'd actually heard him, doing, I guess, his own tunes aside from the Box Bomb project. And as soon as Soul Train came on, we were pretty much hooked on Ryan's tunes because it's an amazing tune. All of his songs are really good. So.
And I had up till that point really only been in an acoustic music realm. I had played bluegrass, and I wasn't, I liked other kinds of music besides bluegrass, but hadn't really been that exposed to louder or more rocky music, and didn't understand the electric guitar and why anyone would ever play the electric guitar. And then it was at Ryan's show, like the first song he played, I was just transfixed, and it sounded so good. So that really opened my eyes to like new kinds of music as well.
Sure. And now you have an electric guitar in your bands. Did you know you were an inspiration for their first date? Did you?
Yeah.
They told me that.
That's funny. All right. You guys want to play another song?
Yeah.
All right.
Should we split it?
Yeah, I'll be pretty far.
Yeah, mind if we try a new song out on you real quick?
No.
We good? No? Sweet. Okay.